Hey guys, Dr. Dave here. Great to see you on this video. I'm a chiropractor, I'm a sports specialist. I'm a functional medicine practitioner, a functional neurological practitioner. So the conversation I want to have today is about exercise. I am saying in the clinic, move to live, live to move. It's important that we move, and it's important that we have our bodies in action and activity. There are some myths, but the biggest myth that I want to present to you is that exercise only has to be about 30 minutes a day. Well, that's not really true. According to Joan Vernikos, who was the chief person that was involved at NASA at looking after the astronauts that went into space, has identified sitting disease as the new smoking. Those of us who sit for a living, those of us who use our brains for a living, those of us who are intellectual athletes, who don't move objects around, who don't move boxes or hand bomb anything, or don't move outside, such as landscapers. Those of us who sit for a living. Sitting disease is real. And not just that, but we're going to decrease our bone density. We're going to have impact to inflammation. We have increased risk to prostate cancer, increased risk to breast cancer, increased risk to cardiovascular disease, blood sugar mismanagement and diabetes, strokes, blood clots. These are all the impact of being stagnant. Would you drink water from a pond or a fast-moving stream if you knew the stream didn't have any pollutants being put into it? Well, fast-moving stream, of course. But most of us are acting as though we're creating this pond, the stagnant lymphatic, biomechanical, biochemical, neurological reality of a human body, this ecosystem that's inside our body. We're making it into a stagnant pond versus a fast-moving stream. Exercise is important. It's critical. And it's also important to have neurological function. It's important to have good posture. It's important to have good strength. What's the number one issue that people have as they age and get older? They lose strength. Where? Typically in their legs, in the quadricep muscles and the buttock muscles. Why? Because we sit too much. It's called lower cross syndrome. In the neck, it's called upper cross syndrome. That's that chicken neck, that forward head posture that exists from looking at cell phones and screens all day. What it ends up doing is it puts a strain on the cord, the central cord that's inside your spine. Think of the brain like a balloon. It's protected by the skull. Think of a string that's attached to the balloon and it goes down inside your spine. So as I turn my body, as I turn my head, the brain inside the skull is turning, the nervous system, the cord inside the spine is turning, and the nerve roots, as my arms are outstretched, you can't see my arms are outstretched, those would be the nerves that go to the various different muscle groups. And so we need to have those nerves working. We need to have those muscles working. We need strength. Another thing that we know is that just because you're older doesn't mean that you can't get stronger. Another big myth is that you have to be younger to get a certain amount of muscle mass. And there was a study done at Tufts University many years ago. I think President Clinton paid for it at Tufts University, Evans and Rosenberg. The book was called Biomarkers. And what they identified, that muscle mass was the #1 marker of aging. The only way to increase muscle mass is to strength train. Well, I'm a sports specialist. I've lifted weights my entire life. I know how to help you. I know how to have a conversation with you to know how you should start. Are you flexible enough? Do you need flexibility work first? Do you have access to the right types of tools? Much of this can be done at home with TheraBands and straps. You don't have to go to a gym. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. And there are many choices that are inexpensive. Some of them are under $10 or $15 a month to go and have access to weights. I have a mantra. If I wake up, I work out. If I don't wake up, I don't worry about it. Sounds kind of silly, but no, and again, no pulse, no problems, I often say in the clinic. But it's true. If I don't wake up, I'm not going to have to worry about anything. But if I do wake up, I need to exercise. I need to move my body. I need to manage that movement. I'm as human as you are. And I have the same types of challenges that you do. I have to sit to study. I have to sit to drive my car. I have to sit at the table. But I also choose to make movement important. Now, the Canadian Brain Institute, when I met with them, identified that moving and walking was the #1 common predictor as to whether or not there'd be some type of cognitive decline. People who don't move lose brain function faster. People that have poor posture are losing their brain function faster. As your posture goes south and forward, so does your brain capacity and brain function. Let's have a conversation. We can get pictures taken, we can have them sent over to me, we can put them into software to find out what type of posture you have. If x-rays are there, we can do that, and we can identify what we need to do to help you, and then I can set you up with personalized exercise programs, and we can monitor you and help you. I was a personal trainer and a strength coach with the National Strength and Conditioning Association at one point in time. But as a 35-year chiropractic sports specialist, I can help you identify what you need to do, and if you need help from a local spine specialist like a chiropractor, then we can try and find someone that will help you. Click on the button, let's have a conversation, let's go heart to heart and see what we need to do to find out what you need to have thought through in terms of changing some habits. Let's get connected, click on the button. Your health matters, your life matters. Let's work together to solve a challenge that you might be having with exercise. Until we talk, take care, and bye for now.